Hello and welcome back to the David67 Celtic News YouTube channel. This is a late night transfer deadline day update video of the transfer deals Celtic finalised over the last day of the summer 2024 transfer window. A couple of the deals in and out were finalised just before 11 o'clock, and one of the deals to bring a player in actually was properly finalised around about midnight, but Celtic had got the paperwork in before 11 o'clock, and so that transfer has been approved and ratified and confirmed. Before I do crack on with the actual video, please do, if you are new to the channel, please do consider clicking that subscribe button. If you like the content of these videos, the style of videos, the variety of videos, and also the other content on the channel, such as the trivia quizzes, the polls, etc., please do click that subscribe button. Keep the numbers pushing nearer and nearer 950, and then nearer and nearer 1000 after that. That would be great. If you like the video, please do click that like button. It does help with YouTube analytics. And comment section open for pleasant, polite debating points, discussion, thoughts, opinions, etc. On the topic of this video, Celtic's 3 signings, the 2 players that left the club today on permanent deals, and any other burning Celtic issues as we get near to the first big Celtic v Rangers match of this season. So on transfer deadline day, Celtic brought in 3 players: Auston Trusty, Luke McCowan and Arne Engels. Auston Trusty, the American left-sided centre-back, has joined Celtic on a 5-year deal for a £6 million fee from Sheffield United, and should hopefully form a good partnership with Cameron Carter-Vickers, his fellow American international teammate. Brendan Rodgers was very full of praise for Auston Trusty's defensive ability and pace and skills, and Trusty also was able to pose in his new Celtic strip, as his transfer deal did go through mid-evening, even though there had been some concerns that there would be hold-ups with the need to apply for a new work permit and new visa. With Trusty moving from England to Scotland, he needed new permits and visas to work, but those did appear to go through the Scottish Government offices nice and quickly, and so Trusty was announced mid-evening. Second deal that was announced just around about 11:15. That was Arne Engels joining us on a 4-year contract from Augsburg in Germany for a €13 million, £11 million deal. On the same day as Engels signed for Celtic, he was also called up for the first time to the full Belgian international squad, and so he'll be away with Belgium in the international break that's upcoming after the Rangers match on Sunday. Brendan Rodgers also full of enthusiasm for Engels signing for the club, remarking on his skills, his pace, his versatility, and I would suspect that initially Engels will fill more of an attacking midfield role, although he is able to play conventional central midfield and defensive midfield. I think he'll probably slot into the slot that Matt O'Reilly was playing up until last weekend. The third deal was for Luke McCowan, thought to be a £1 million transfer fee from Dundee. He's signed on a 3-year contract from Dundee, and that deal was first reported at around about 10 o'clock in the evening. Then apparently McCowan had to rush from Dundee to Glasgow to sign his actual contract. Celtic got the paperwork in before the 11 o'clock deadline, and so even though the transfer was announced after 11, nearer midnight, the deal has been approved and ratified, etc. I think Luke McCowan's primarily going to be playing as a midfield squad player, backing up McGregor, Engels, and Hatate, and so I suspect his role will be alongside Paulo Bernardo and Odin Thiago Holm as the players coming off the bench late in games, and I suspect also their role will be partly to rest the big three in between Champions League matches when that's required. Luke McCowan, of course, will also fill a slot in the UEFA quota for being a Scottish trained player, and I think that brings our quota up to 7, with Ralston, Welsh, McGregor, Forrest all being homegrown Celtic trained, plus Bain and Taylor also being Scottish trained. Leaving the club, it was confirmed earlier in the day, was Mikey Johnston. He's joined West Bromwich Albion on a £3 million deal, ending a long association with Celtic. And I really do hope that Mikey Johnston goes on to have a successful career. He's had a very frustrating time at Celtic. A lot of time in and out the squad, in and out the team, a lot of injury problems, and he didn't really seem to cope terribly well with the pressure of playing for Celtic. The other player to leave Celtic, his deal was announced just before the 11 o'clock window shutting point. Tomoki Iwata is off permanently to Birmingham, joining up with the ex-assistant manager to Brendan Rodgers, Chris Davis. He'll also be joining up with a couple of ex-Rangers players who were offloaded during the summer window. And I personally am a wee bit disappointed that Tomoki Iwata's gone, as I think he would have actually been a good squad player for domestic games and a good squad player for the Champions League games, as Tomoki did cover right back, centre back, defensive midfield, and conventional central midfield. But Brendan Rodgers has decided to move him on, which will, of course, increase the opportunities for players such as Odin Thiago Holm, Luke McCowan, and Paulo Bernardo as the midfield players coming off the bench. So I really do wish Tomoki Iwata a long and successful career down south, and hopefully playing more regularly gets him back into the Japanese squad, as he was in the Japanese squad up until 2022. But for one reason or another at Celtic, he seems to have been confined more to being a sub and occasional starter, and Brendan Rodgers clearly didn't see him in his long-term plans for Celtic. So that finishes off this late night transfer deadline day update. Tomorrow, Saturday, which is technically today, Saturday, I'll do a preview of the Rangers match on Sunday, and also cover the Champions League fixtures, which should be announced sometime tomorrow, and also maybe one or two other thoughts with regards to the transfer deadline day, and any gaps Celtic will need to fill or consider filling in the winter window in January 2025. So just as we finish, please, just a wee encouragement, reminder, suggestion. If you're new to the channel, please do click that subscriber button. Keep those numbers going up and up and up. If you like the video, please do click that like button. And comment section, as I said, always open for pleasant, polite debating points, discussions, opinions on this video and other Celtic burning issues. So for today's late night visit video update, goodbye and hail, hail.